All right, here we go, guys. Fifth period does not get a note card, so sorry, guys. Let's look at question one. It says, given sine x is a half and that x is in between 0 and 90 degrees, then sine y is in quadrant 1. Find sine x plus y. Well, first and foremost, do you know what sine x plus y is? So I'm right, sine x plus y. So sine x plus y equals sine x. Yeah, that's coming. Sine x, and then what is the next one? Cosine y plus or minus? Plus cosine x sine y. We already have sine x, check mark. We already have sine y, check mark. We are missing cosine y and cosine x. So here is, they told me angle x is in quadrant 1. So here's angle x, reference triangle, not to scale. Here's angle x. They told me that sine is a half. Well, if sine is a half, that means cosine squared root 3 over 2. Because you guys know that from the unit circle. But if you didn't know that, no big deal. Opposite over hypotenuse, opposite 1, hypotenuse 2. 2 squared is 4, because I'm finding the missing side here. 2 squared is 4, 1 squared is 1. What's 4 minus 1? So this is square root of 3. So from that, we get that cosine x is square root of 3 over 2. So that angle is actually 30 degrees, but not that, we don't have to. Anyways, here's angle y. I'm going to do it in blue. So quadrant 1 again. Angle y. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, 3 and 10. 10 squared is 100. 3 squared is 9. 100 minus 9 is, so that's the square root of 91. We are ready. I'm just going to write the answer right below this segment here, or this statement. Sine x was given 1/2. Cosine y, I go to the blue triangle. It's adjacent over hypotenuse. Square root of 91 over 10. Plus, that plus is that plus. Cosine x, I go to x. Square root of 3 over 2, adjacent over hypotenuse. And sine y, I go to the y. I guess that's also given, 3 over 10. All right, guys, here we go. Positive times a positive is a positive. 1 times square root of 91 is square root of 91. 2 times 10 is 20. Plus, square root of 3 times 3 is 3 square root of 3. 2 times 10 is again 20. Here's my answer. I have a 20 here, I have a 20 there. Square root of 91 plus 3 square root of 3 over 20. I don't see any issues or mistakes. What's my answer? B as in Billy. Or Brenda. Or Barbie. Okay, I'll stop. How do we feel? Not bad, right? All right, let's go to the next question. Given sine x is 9 over 10 and angle x is in quadrant 1 and sine y is negative 1/3 and angle y is in quadrant, what quadrant is that? 3? Quadrant 3. Find cosine x minus y. Okay, well, come over here. Cosine x minus y equals, what's that formula, guys? Cosine x, cosine y plus sine x sine y. Here's angle 1 or quadrant 1. Angle 1 in quadrant 1, angle x. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so this is 9, this is 10. So this segment here, 10 squared is 100. 9 squared is 81. 100 minus 81. So that's square root of 19. 180 to 270, that is quadrant 3. So here's quadrant 3 exaggerated. Here's angle y. Opposite over hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is never negative. Negative 1, 3. 3 squared is negative 1 squared, 1. 9 minus 1. So this is the square root of 8. Put a negative in the front because I am in quadrant 3. Now remember, 8 breaks down. 4 times 2. What's the square root of 4? So this is negative 2 square root of 2. We're still okay? All right, I'm going to go back to my default color of red. Cosine x, go to angle x. Square root of 19 over 10. Cosine y, I go to the angle y. Negative 2 square root of 2 over 3. Plus, that plus is this plus. Sine x, 9 over 10. Sine y, you go to angle y. Negative 1 over 3. Positive times the negative. Heck yeah, it's a negative. Negative 2 square root of, let's see, double 19, so it's 38 over 30. Positive times the negative. So 9 times 1 is again a 9 over 30. Since my denominators are both the same, negative 2 square root of 38 minus 9 all over 30. Are we okay, guys? Go to the next page. Here's the half angle. If you've already done the practice, the UH quizzes, then by now you probably already have it memorized. They'll want to know what's cosine half A, and angle A is between 180 and 270, so I'm in quadrant. Well, angle A is in quadrant 3, not half A. But here it is. I'm going to write cosine of half A equals. Do you guys remember the formula for cosine half A? Plus minus square root 1/2. Yeah, if you attempted the UH quiz, you probably already have it memorized. Once you do like 3 of these, and it's pretty much already up there. All right, they already gave me what cosine A is. You can just go right into it, guys. Plus minus square root 1/2 parenthesis 1 plus negative 1/8. I guess you can change that plus to a minus if you want. And it's up to you. I'm not insulting your intelligence. I know a lot of you can just do 1 minus 1/8 is 7/8. Or you can turn that 1 into 8 over 8. Whatever you think is easiest for you. Plus minus square root 1/2 parenthesis 8 minus 1 is 7, so 7 over 8. Or just 1 minus 1/8 is 7/8. Nothing reduces, just multiply 1 times 7 and 2 times 8. Plus minus square root 7 over 2 times 8 is 16. Are we still all right? Equals plus minus law of exponents, square root of 7 over square root of 16. What's the square root of 16? Yeah, 4. I got to choose positive or negative. Angle A is between 180 degrees and 270 degrees. But I'm not looking for angle A. I'm looking for angle half A. So I'm going to write 1/2 of A. What's half of 180? 90. What's half of 270? Okay. Cosine 90 and 135. What quadrant is that? Is cosine positive or negative in quadrant 2? Negative. Let's look for that answer. What letter? E, as in Erica. Pop quiz. What's Avogadro's number? 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Come on, guys. You got to know some of these constants. What's Planck's constant? What's the speed of light? Guys, we gotta know some of these things, guys, before you graduate. All right, here we go. Cosine A is 3/5. Yeah, guys, especially if you're going into STEM majors, right? Like these constants you use all the time. All right, we at least know G, I hope, right? Gravity, 9.8 meters per second squared, or meters per second per second. All right, here we go. Cosine A is 3/5. Well, here, relative on Earth. Angle A is in quadrant 4, and they want cosine 2A and sine half A. Notice there's no A, B, C, D, E, because we saved the first 3 with multiple choices. Really, I was going to give you all for response, but, so there it is. There's one for response here. All right, I'm going to draw angle A in quadrant 4. So here's quadrant 4 exaggerated, not to scale. Angle A, adjacent 3, hypotenuse 5. You can recognize this as a 3, 4, 5 triangle, or you can just do Pythagorean theorem. That's a square root of 5 squared minus 3 squared. So 25 minus 9, so square root of 16, which is 4. Now, because I'm in quadrant 4, the vertical displacement has to be negative. So put a -4 in front of that. Are we okay? Okay, here we go. Do you remember? There's actually so many ways you can do cosine 2a. Since we have the x displacement and the y and the horizontal displacement and the vertical displacement, the x and the y, cosine A and sine A, that's what I'm trying to say. You can use whatever formula. You can use this one. You can use this one. I guess this one's probably the one that you'd probably use. Why does it look squiggly there? Let's use both. I'm going to call this number 1. I'm going to call this number 2. You should get the same answer. If I use number 1, cosine 2a equals cosine squared, so that's 3/5 squared minus sine squared, negative 4/5. Let's see if we can do this without a calculator. When I square the 3/5, 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 5 is 25. When I square the 4/5, negative times the negative is a positive, so it goes away, but I still have that minus. That minus is this minus. So 16 over 25. The difference between 9 and 16 is 7. Since the 16 is larger and the 16 is the one that has the minus sign, this has to be a negative. Yay or nay? All right. Chav, would I have gotten the same answer if I would have used formula number 2? I mean, you should. It says cosine 2a. Let's see. Cosine 2a equals 2 parenthesis 3/5 close it squared minus 1. Let's see. 2 parenthesis 3/5 squared 9 over 25 close it minus 1. We're just doing arithmetic here. What's double 9 or 2 times 9? 18 over 25 minus 1. Turn that 1 into 25 over 25. Oh, look, we're back in the same location. The difference between 18 and 25 is 7. The minus sign is in front of the 25, so it's negative. Are you shocked? Yeah, you shouldn't be, because we should be expecting the same answer for cosine of 2a, for the same expression. We're not done. We got one more. I'll do it in burnt orange. Sine half a. So I'll do it back here, guys. Sine, we're almost done, guys. Don't worry. We'll let you guys loose in a little bit. Sine of half a equals, give me the formula, guys. Plus minus. Yes. And you already got cosine A. Plus minus square root 1/2 parenthesis 1 minus 3/5. I turn that 1 into power 5. I know some of you can do this mentally in your head, but whatever rows your boat. 1/2 parenthesis 5 minus 3. 2/5. There it is. Yeah, if you get a negative inside, you can't have a negative inside the square root, so that means that you did an error if you get a negative. I prefer, now it doesn't matter what I prefer, it's what you guys like. I see a 2 in the bottom, I see a 2 in the top. I see that I'm multiplying, and something on the bottom, something on the top, that's like dividing. So I see inverse operations. So I see that those two just cancel. Do you guys see that? It all depends on how you guys like it. I don't know. So plus minus square root of 1/5. And you don't have to show all these steps. I know some of you guys can do it in a lot less steps. Square root of 1 over square root of 5. What's the square root of 1? Plus minus 1 over square root of 5. It doesn't say to rationalize. I can leave it like that. It just says that you got to have radicals. So there it is. All right, positive or negative? Well, I come down here and I say, well, angle A is between 270 and 360. So I'm going to write A is between 270 and 360. So then I write half A. What's half of 270? 135. What's half of 360? What quadrant is 135 to 180? Quadrant 2. It's all good. It's all good. This is quadrant 2. In quadrant 2, is sign positive or negative? Positive. Circle the positive sign. You are good. All right, real quick. I did record